respect on the pick, while T1 will ban away the Trundle. And you know,
All right, we're catching up on some games.
The West has become the experimentation chamber
We're
here
recording the matches, and then we gotta upload it later to YouTube. So
that really made teams take notice and go, okay, we don't want to give these ones across. So AL making sure.
Apparently, it was a 5-game banger,
across,
boys.
With Trundle banned away, are they trying to bait Flandre into this Scion first pick?
I mean, very well may be the case. I feel like with, you know, Ambessa and everything up, maybe not worth the investment, but we'll see. Talia also here, pretty big pick up and available. The Rise as well.
To make picks, to force fights that are not fair, even if AL might originally believe they are.
All right,
so.
chat. AL
For
versus T1, game 1. Let's get it, boys.
It's so scary when you're trying to set up these plays.
Yeah, and you know how aggressive AL is going to want to play this. Like the last time we saw Tarzan play this champion.
Like you cannot, you gotta watch T1 play at Worlds, bro. Like come on, you got this is minimum. This is minimum. If you play League of Legends, you gotta watch T1 play. Let's go.
All right, we're on to the Rift for game 1 in this quarterfinal, best of 5, AL versus T1 for the last spot in the semifinals and the opportunity.
Bro, I bet this shit's on prediction markets
for a chance at the finals. Runes coming up on your screen right now. We can see comment on the Varus, means lethality and poke. Double summoner spellbooks here for our supports for the extra opportunity.
Double summoner spellbooks.
They sweep out with the early Oracle's lens here to grab that ward, take down the possible lane swap ward there, and it's going to be the regular reset. Sign back up to the normal lanes.
Bro,
here.
Faker's been picking Talia so
This
often.
series was
What's up with that?
At MSI, so I hope that we can just continue right off that full 5 games.
And so far throughout this tournament, 100 Thieves and Imkoi pressuring T1, I think, more than we expected them to in those best of 3s that T1 had to play, where I think a lot of people were expecting these gold graphs to be just straight up and to the right.
Yeah, we expected T1 to come out all guns blazing and being able to find those early pressure, find those kills, and suddenly skyrocket in towards their objective control where they like it the most. But when it came towards, especially that series against MKOI, there was a lot of picks going across, there was a lot of skirmishes that ended up going in favor of MKOI, and it really relied on those late game fights for T1 where they were able to excel, at that objective setup that really made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, we were seeing individual mistakes from members of T1 as well as team mistakes with, like, some fights you would have Doran engaging in a completely different direction from where Owner was going. And so it has made people a little bit worried here as to the form of T1.
My bad, the camera was fucked up.
And of course, that does mean that T1 has had more time to practice. They've had more stage games, right? Like I said at the top of the day, anyone's legend, because of their success, it was 2 weeks ago that they played their qualifier match in that 2-0 bracket from the Swiss stage. So although that does give you extra time to prep, it gives you extra time to plan, look ahead, and try to figure out the meta, figure out the things that other teams might not be
figure out the meta.
Yet. It does mean,
bro, I love Spellbook on support.
Games under the lights.
And that's why
it's like a little mini game.
The top side is super interesting because
oh,
T1
the Ezreal crew was BS, man.
We're actually going to get rid of the Trundle and try and get this Scion for ourselves, which is their big investment in the draft. AL, at least off the games they play, believe that the Flandre is going to be good enough on this Rek'Sai to outperform it. So I think that's where, when it comes to these team fights, how both these top laners perform is going to be the focal point of who comes out on top.
Yeah, 100%. Plus, we haven't had to show anything extra here from AL in the opening game. A lot of people looking forward to what AL have been able to cook, specifically Tabe, as far as the drafts, with all of the extra time that AL have had to observe the other teams. In game number 1, though, they're not showing anything new at all. You know, these are the normal priorities here with the Qiyana, with the Rek'Sai that you do mention.
Okay, as we have Tarzan making a quick stop in the enemy jungle here just to place down the common ward near the enemy raptor camp. Keep an eye on what's going on there as Owner has secured the bottom side. Scuttlecrab drops off a raptor ward of his own. Both junglers will pass through the mid lane. Tarzan going to see Owner, who was coming around maybe for the play onto Shanks, but as soon as he knows it's a 2v2, he thinks better of it.
Yeah, first clear, very easy to track for both of them. Both of them having information, and as we were looking forward to from the draft, it was going to be an early convergence towards that mid lane, because you really can snowball it either way there with the extra pressure. So far, though, just clearing out the extra ward and the
Dragon 50 seconds. Here we go, boys.
Kyle, again, another use of this sweeper. He's gotten a couple out of the early oracles, and keeping this pathway between mid lane and bottom lane clear is huge to be able to get those roams off.
Yeah, especially like Owner will get the information that, oh, the Raptors were just about to spawn, so we'll be able to track where Tarzan is going for the moment. But I think it is a case of trying to make sure you can also keep Tarzan safe in a lot of this, because Pantheon early matching into the Kiana, if you have the support from Faker, you can very quickly burst out this Kiana, and she's nullified entirely in these early skirmishes.
All right, taking a look down here in bottom lane, you can see the farm even here as it is pretty much everywhere thus far. We don't have any of these lanes pulling out to a major
he got the cannon.
early on.
He got the
4 seconds
cannon,
left
bro.
on the clock before the Drake spawns is a Kimtech Drake, which often means you're not going to have as much early priority on it from junglers and bottom laners as it could be for something more valuable, especially considering, like I just mentioned, the neutral state of the lanes. Nobody's got prio over the nearby area.
Yeah, I think if you're T1 though, you can try and look for Pakuma. Might be caught.
Yeah,
Force the flash.
Gumayushi losing the flash there, especially on Varus with the no innate mobility. That could be an opportunity for AL.
And what I was about to say was that Gumayushi and Kerry have actually had a decent job of pushing in this lane on the bottom side, and that should open up then Owner to actually go for this dragon, especially as this wave's crashed and they get to bounce it back out. But now, down a flash, it makes Gumayushi a little bit more vulnerable if AL try to contest any sort of early dragon take.
Wow, no lane swaps, by the way. Thank God.
For the dragon.
Lane swapping is so stupid, bro. Ooh. Little turret shot.
Extra tower shot here for Shanks, but not too big. I was gonna say, Keria there was coming out of base off of his reset and had hovered towards mid. Now we're seeing another hover towards mid, but it is spotted by the warding here from AL. So good vision around mid lane. AL have known, yes, Shanks is going to be a target on this rise. We know that T1 want to be able to compound off of this Taliyah, but the other side is not warded.
Owner with the flash into the stun going after Shanks, but he flashes to buffer through it. So no seismic shove there for the follow-up. You even saw Owner using his spear on nothing beforehand to charge the passive.
Yeah, really good job by Shanks there with the preemptive flash, because if that flick goes through, you're in a lot of trouble. But
Taliyah
having to escape, she'll be able to walk out on towards this bottom side. And it should just be Owner picking up the Raptors for himself.
Yeah, interesting here, because Tarzan is able to leech to level 6. He got that topside scuttle crab, so Kiana very threatening with access to the ultimate, but nobody finding actual blood quite yet with all the focus towards mid lane. But Flowers, your #1 goal when you're trying to kill a mid laner is first step, blow their flash.
Yes.
So Shanks, no flash here. Very good trade for Owner to just go in and trade that, even though Faker was unable to follow up with the close seismic shove.
Yeah, my eyes are drifting towards 50 seconds until that next Void group though, and if you actually look at the bot lane, Keria is already preemptively swapped towards teleport, which means that then Keria can just stay on this bottom side and work alongside Gumayushi to keep this pressure and then TP to that next fight. So I'm curious if Kael is going to try and swap as well to keep himself in check and match alongside Keria.
And we mentioned
they found him here, no?
of EXP to get Tarzan to level 6 there on the Kiana. Owner now level 6 on his Pantheon. Whether they want to use that to try to make a play on the now flashless Rise or make a play for the Void Grubs that you mentioned, Dagda, I really want to see some value out of this for Owner and T1.
Meanwhile, the lane's going pretty well for AL besides that Gumayushi lead that you do see. Flandra, we kept on talking about it, but he has put so much
Guma the
time
GOAT,
into
bro.
this
The only other CS
and,
lead.
you know, looking at the solo queue accounts, spamming this champion, and he's gotten results because of it. And so they feel pretty confident in that matchup. He's earned his own lead so far, and here goes the movement towards those actual Void Grubs.
AL have a nice setup though. They've already pushed in bottom side as Shanks has moved down. They're trying to shift the Taliyah down to match, but this opens up Shanks to move quicker with that Realm Warp.
They're just going to give him 3 grubs, I guess.
I don't even think
Yeah, they're going to give it away.
Yeah, for sure. With how much pressure Flandra has in the 1v1, the Rek'Sai has a Scion under tower already, and you see Flandra proxying even, so T1 looks very good for them, or excuse me, AL looks very good for them to grab the grubs. Will T1 even try and answer anything on the other side of the map?
Exactly. You don't really see any movements immediately towards the Drake or anything like that. You saw a ping right now from AL onto the Drake pit, expecting that T1 might be trying to make that counterpunch there, but 3 grubs from the side of AL. When you already have all of this pressure, particularly in the top lane with your Rek'Sai having the lead over Scion and proxy farming him, feels
They just gave up all the grubs to take Drag instead.
Early. Now it will be T1 heading over to the Drake. A little bit delayed compared to the exact timing for the taking of the grubs, but they're still going to secure it without a fight, and and that means it's 1-1 in the objective count as Doran heads back into lane here with the Scion ultimate to continue trying to farm.
This is a much slower early game than I was expecting. When you glance back towards MSI, there was so much activity in the early stages of that series across almost every single game. But both teams now at the World Championship trying to scope things out and see where they can get that small little advantage in this game number one, because for so many of the players on the Rift, it means so much, especially on AL side, if they can take down T1.
And I see one of those advantages already manifesting. The gold that we were talking about for Flandra, the lead that he had, the pressure, it has turned into the item here. Titanic Hydra. This thing feels so good on Rek'Sai because auto attack resets really enable you to stack up your Fury even quicker so you can get your true damage bite. And it gives you massive wave clear. So again, pushing the extra tempo here if he's able to
snoozer game, bro. Come on. It's just game one jitters, bro. It's game one jitters.
To make some plays.
And those plays are going to be made looking at one person in particular, and
everyone feeling each other out. Next game is going to be explosive. Watch.
Power right now for T1. He's the one role with an individual gold lead, and Rek'Sai and Kiana want nothing more than to erase him at the very start of the fight.
And that's why both supports are doing a really good job of
the only person with a gold lead on T1 side is Guma.
All the vision that Kerry has set up on this bottom side of the
400
map.
gold up.
It's now being slowly cleared out by Kyle, essentially trying to keep both of their mid laners safe and those vulnerable AD carries in the mid safe as well.
And we know when AL are at their best, it is when both Tarzan and Kyle are controlling vision and oftentimes linking up to work with each other to apply that pressure. I remember the interview that we had with Tabe, where he was talking about the close relationship of those two players outside the game as well, and how Tarzan really opened up Kyle's confidence with communication in game, because Tarzan's Chinese is so good. He kind of came in and acted as this older brother figure for Kyle. So we'll see. At the moment, Kyle has been kind of handling the vision on the bottom half, while Tarzan by himself had been handling the vision on the top half. But if you see them link up here with Braum and Kiana, that is so much CC.
Look at how the Braum just knows he has to be bot lane. His Rise is about to get dove.
Trying to set up on this bottom side. Carry has to walk out from underneath the turret as AL moving towards him.
Carry with the grand entrance back over the wall. TP coming in now for AL. Shanks arrives right into
you know what? AL is just playing super passive because of the Pantheon jungle. Because they know that the moment they start fighting anywhere, they always have to keep Pantheon in mind because there's always going to be +1 in the fight.
It just seems like nobody wants to be the one to force something that doesn't have to be forced here in this first game.
Well, AL want to make sure that they're not falling vulnerable to Owner, but
God
a bit of a play there on the bottom side, because Owner at any point in time can show up mid, can show up
and
bottom.
Shanks just uses TP. He has to recall, bro.
He's already pushed in this bottom wave. If they don't want to go for the dive mid, they can always try and rotate into something happening on that mid wave. So
he could potentially get dove here.
Investing everything onto this bottom side.
Okay, Faker, Owner, and Carrier squared up here to try to at least grab a turret plate, and they will be able to do just that. Faker collects the money. Carrier still just trying to distract Tarzan and Kyle. Shanks at 40% HP on the rise, but can still clear the wave away as Gumayushi applies pressure over in the mid lane. Going to secure the second plate on that turret.
Them playing bot side right there just gave Faker a little lead as well. Nothing crazy.
Flandra is constantly running the show up here in the top lane, finding a third plate for himself.
Flandra.
So good, so comfortable on this champion. Again, though, everybody is always really happy to have a Scion on their team later in the game.
Yeah.
As long as he's not significantly behind, will provide a lot of front line presence. Doran, though, has had a rough tournament thus far, and so people are definitely looking for him to step up as it progresses.
And I think a lot of that will be now at the the Rift Herald in a minute 45, because you're going to see these first item completions, things like the Triforce for Hope starting to come through. You've already got a lot of your top side of the map rail in a decent spot, so I think that's where they'll be looking to try and play. And with Dragon in 40 seconds as well, you can continue to put that pressure down as well. So I think it's more.
Bro, that Rek'Sai passive is kind of broken. When he's underground, he can see people.
The opportunity for AL to hit these spikes and play for this Dragon.
Because he walked into the topside jungle just to see where the jungler was. He was just close enough to the camps to see with his passive.
Trying to go get some, and he can do this because his jungler is Pantheon, and Owner's always.
Bro, he took a whole tower.
But Flandra,
he literally took a whole tower by himself.
Almost an entire turret already.
Oh, Faker's in trouble.
Under tower. Tarzan has.
How is no one trailing Faker here, bro?
Okay, Faker Throws out the unraveled earth, wants to make sure he can find his escape route here.
There you go.
And this is also the additional power, what I commented earlier, 3 Void Grubs with a side laner that's already winning this hard. This is AL. There's not a kill on the board. And Flandra's forcing down the first turret 14 minutes into the game. Now
He
T1
soloed that tower.
starting up the second Drake. They want to try to keep stacking here. Keria disengaging as AL's on the approach. T1 grouped up as 4. The Drake is down to 2,000 HP. Faker joins
Here
up
comes
with
Faker R. He needs to block that entrance right there with his ulti. Why does he do it? Nice double knockback into Keria. Look at Keria. Oh my god, the value out of Keria ult. Crazy how good he is. See that Faker ulti? I guess he used it to chase. Oh, nice owner. Flash EQ. Shanks has flash. He's just baiting. Ooh. Faker's going. Oh my god, he's dead, bro. He's dead because he held onto his flash for so long.
Once again, it's Faker in the clutch in the fight.
I thought Faker was going to use his ulti to block him off from their escape.
What a play from the T1 mid laner.
I think he was looking for that, but the Scion engaged so quick right here. He like flashed ult, right? Boom, yeah. Double knock up into his double Q. Double toss back, double knock up, double ult. Like, bro, goddamn. They were standing still in that little spot for so long. And the Varus ult hit them as well, right? They were sitting there CC'd for like 5-6 seconds, bro.
Out of river sets up so nicely for T1 because your biggest worry is a massive Kiana ult in the middle of that fight. But you can't find your moment if you're not able to be in that fight.
T1 team fighting, man. 14 minutes into the game, we're at 0-0, and now it's T1 with a 4-for-2 lead. Damage dealt to champions in the last fight.
But look at the gold lead.
It's Faker, it's Shanks, it's
Look at the gold. It's still break even, bro.
Damage, but now we might have yet another one as the Rift Herald makes its way onto the river.
And you just saw Guma's got some pretty good stats on Varus at Worlds. Yup. He's also stole some Barons that had a pretty big effect on some pretty important games. AL, though, this is not Baron. This is Rift Herald. They're going to grab this one. No Guma around to steal it.
Yeah, it looks like instead T1 going to try and push in mid and collapse onto this bot tier 1 to see if they can pick that one up for themselves. Match the top tier 1 that AL have already taken. So
1.3k gold lead on Rek'Sai. That's disgusting, man.
Flandra still obviously the point of power here for T1. Individual gold lead of 1.3k is the reason why T1 is not ahead in gold despite winning that team fight 4-2. We do also have a very interesting state with the feats of strength. First turret went over to AL. Obviously, feat of warfare went over to T1, and we're 2-2 now in neutral objectives. So this next Drake spawning in 3.5 minutes, or if we want to get really crazy, maybe the Otacon spawning even sooner than that, will be what decides who gets the better shoes.
You know everybody loves an Otacon fight. Yeah. You know it. These things are always exciting, and it is about the setup for those fights.
Otacon, bro, is such a pain in the ass, bro.
First and get the perfect engage. The thing is, with a Rek'Sai lead there, that is not a lead that just like wins you.
Like, it's cool. It helps you end games sooner, right? Because you can just start snowballing off the XP you get and the extra damage you get. But the thing is that like, it's like a ticking time bomb, right? Because this shit spawns, and that's all I'm thinking about when I'm playing the game. When I'm playing bot lane, I'm like, yo, we need to go get this. We need to go get this.
The river control for T1 is pretty early.
And then you start it up, bro, and then you're taking so much damage. Ooh, Faker's dead. Faker's dead.
TP coming in from T1, but it might be a little bit of a problem. No, Doran has the ulti. Guarantees he does not get locked
up. The hell was Rek'Sai doing there, bro?
That's T1 getting caught off guard. That's Flandra making the flash play that you wanted to see.
Yeah, immediately. Flash ultimate onto one of the carries. It's not Guma, but it's Faker, and they get the kill. That is Flandra coming up big on the world stage.
That is, though, no flash now for this next dragon that we were just hyping up how crucial it
Look at all these tunnels from Flandra.
Although it's a nice pick, they don't actually get much more out of the back.
Flandra or Flandre?
Keep track if they can still find that moment in the next fight. Sans flash.
Yeah, exactly. You can't get an objective after that. It's not like it led into a turret take. It's not like it led into a dragon or an Otacon or anything like that. It feels good to get the extra money in the pocket, but still, AL are going to need every tool they can possibly get. These big fights come down to the carries, to the positioning. We saw the damage charts from that first big team fight, from the only big team fight, and both sides, it was mid and AD doing all the work. If one of those dies instantly, that's going to completely warp the landscape of the battle.
And that's why I want to see AL still going for these pick plays. And you can kind of see Kyle and Tarzan are linking up to try and find ways where they can get some deeper vision down, find these moments they can play.
When you're playing AD carry and
use those tight corridors, but at the
and this is the part of the game where you're sitting mid, right? You either win or lose bot, and you have to switch mid because you don't want to have the AD carry in a side lane, like mid to late game, right? You want to always have him in the mid lane. But when you're playing mid lane like this, and those two bushes in the mid lane aren't warded, you have to play so safe. Like the amount of times I get caught off, or like my AD carry gets caught out, like just farming mid, and he walks up for like 2 seconds to trade with the enemy AD and just instantly dies to jungle and mid lane or support. It's so ridiculous, man.
And we've got Otacon here. T1 pushing on top side, trying to set up around
like
it very early on.
It's a safe rule to just, if you see no one on the map, oh, they're just going. He QSS'd everything, though. They both had QSS, but they're dead. This is Otacon for T1. Damn. Wait, the triple scoop? Wait, Owner? He flashed over the wall there? He thought he was way stronger? Bro, Owner. He flashed in? Oh, wait. Sound? Misses. Okay, now he just gets kited. He doesn't have flash either. Oh, he does have flash. I thought he used flash earlier when he TP'd Bob, but all he did was ulti.
We've got a respawn from Kyle. He teleports back, and now it looks like
wow.
he's going to take the opportunity to go after the Otacon.
AL have to try and rush this. They know that
bro, Owner flashed over that wall. I get it, bro. He felt strong, but the problem was that Tarzan used his invisibility.
Exactly.
So he literally went, the moment he flashed over, he went invis, and he couldn't get the W on him, and there was no follow-up for him, because obviously he didn't get him. Watch this, bro. I would have screamed, man. He double cleansed, bro. The AL bot lane double cleansed? Look, watch Owner, watch Owner. Bro, what is this? What? My replay, bro. What are you doing? Production. Alright, if T1 gets his dragon, they're in a good position. Yeah. Come on, get it. There we go, boys. AL wants to fight. This is perfect, bro, because now it's Soul Point. They could force the enemy team into a bad fight when the next dragon spawns.
Then claiming Soul Point and in a position to claim Soul every 5 minutes hereafter.
A very tense position in the game, Flowers. Everybody's looking at the next dragon now. With the power of the Otacon, it's not super big at the moment with only the 19 petals being picked up. It's a pretty early one there. It does give the nice on-kill effect, though, for AL, and this is a team that has a lot of burst damage in it, so you might actually see the use of that extra on-kill.
So it's actually
effect.
better to take Otacon later into the game because more flowers will spawn and give you better stats. Is that actually the tech?
Otacon takes securing feats of warfare for AL. Look at the inventories of Flandra and Tarzan. They both already immediately upgrade to the tier 3 shoe. So while everybody else in the game, particularly on the T1 side, is at their 2-item power spike, it's that 2.5-item power spike for the AL side because they can afford that extra upgrade for the 500 gold after having the 2 full completed items right beforehand, right before that Otacon timer. I'm very curious how much that's going to pay off here for Flandra and Tarzan. Shanks, oftentimes too, you see mid laners go for that tier 3 boot very quickly. So this could be a big power spike for them if they want to fight again soon, but it's still 3.5 minutes until that next Drake spawn.
Alright, stream's looking good.
For T1, though, it feels like the 2 tower power spike. The fact that you managed to get that mid lane tower down makes it very easy for you to abuse Gumayusi's wave clear and start shifting constantly down, putting pressure on towards this bottom side of the map. And once you get that last tower down, then it becomes much easier for T1 to establish that vision for the upcoming Infernal Soul, for these picks that they can try and find, because both compositions incredibly strong when they can play in these pockets of vision.
Yeah, both of them have so many tools to make picks and quickly get those
So Faker
kills.
just goes Seraphs, Rallies into decap.
CC here. T1, they fully reset and come all the way back out, down to the bottom side of the map. So this is going to allow Flandra to push in the side wave. You see top lane will be in AL's favor, but he doesn't have teleport, so it's not going to be any sort of big teleport flank play or anything. It just means somebody from T1 will have to go answer, and looks like Faker elects to go pick up the extra gold.
Okay, we do have Faker also. 2 needlessly large rods in inventory means the Rabadon's death cap. He will certainly have enough gold.
The
for that
Rabadon death
2.5
cap.
minutes from now, in time for that dragon.
Ezreal
soul
has his
light.
full
It's
build
Mountain
now.
Soul as well,
Once he gets those
putting
2
down
items, he's so
Sion,
strong,
the
and he
enemy
has
team already
upgraded
has
CDR
Ezreal
boots.
as the AD carry
Once he
instead
gets
of a
Spear
tank buster.
Sojourn, bro, he's gonna be
very
throwing
scary.
out Qs like every
The
second.
Inferno Soul with like the poke from Gumayushi is going to be incredibly
Infernal,
strong.
sorry.
You're good,
Yeah.
you're good. It's going to be so strong, and honestly for Faker as well. But crucially, Gumayushi and Faker, Flash is just about to come off cooldown. Same when you look at Owner as well, right? Like, you have so many of those tools now up and available for you for this next dragon.
Will
fight, or
AL
even
fight
if you
the
wanna go for a
Soul,
sneaky
or will they
team
just
card.
go for Baron?
Right, Baron makes
Because
his
if
way
they
onto
fight the
rift.
Soul,
I was doubting a little
first
bit
of all,
that
they
we
give
might
away
get
the
as early of
Soul,
an
they
Otacon
lose the
as
game,
we
right?
did. I was proved
If they
wrong.
lose
We'll
the
see
fight
if
at
we get an
Soul, they
early
also
Baron
lose the game.
in this one as well. The gold lead still
But,
less
like-
than 1,000 gold for AL despite the slight kill lead.
Like,
for
okay, if they
T1,
get Soul,
and neither one of
you
the teams has
still have a
really pulled
chance to
away
win the
any
game,
further
right?
than
But if they
throughout
get Soul
this entire
Baron, then it's
first
just GG.
game.
Yeah, I love the
So
way that you bring up the sneaky
if they
T1
take this
Barons,
fight and they
because
lose it,
as the team,
the game's
with
pretty
the
much
Soul
over.
Point, they get the luxury of dragging you
It's gonna
across
be
the map.
real
They
hard
can go for
to
either
win the
side,
game.
whereas AL,
But
it's
if they
much more
trade
difficult
Soul for
here
Baron,
to
they
spread
could
your
survive a
vision
lot
and
longer.
resources, keep track of both of these objectives, and
That's
make
why, bro,
sure
you
that
gotta
T1
prioritize
don't
dragons
sneak the
early.
bigger of the two.
Yeah.
Like, they
Regardless,
got
though,
3
T1
Void
would
Grubs
still
early,
be
but for
very
what? They
happy
got
with just
2
going
towers.
over to progress
They didn't
here
even push
through
any
the
towers,
dragon
you know?
area. This is
They
up
even
to
got Rift, and
1
they got
minute.
1 tower with the Rift.
And with 1 minute on the clock, powerful items are starting to come online.
So it's
You can see
like,
the Seeker's Arm Guard available
you
for
got
Shanks,
all the
especially on
tower-taking
Rise, when he can
objectives,
use the
but you
Realm
didn't
Warp to
push
put
any
himself in the
towers.
middle of everybody.
You
This
know,
could
and
be a
you didn't fight any drag, so it's
massive
like,
playmaking
why
tool
not
for
give
getting
away
in there
1
and
drag,
playing aggressively towards
shoot
the
the Rift
backline
topside,
of
get
T1,
2 to 3
taking care of
towers
summoner spells.
easily, because
Gentlemen,
you have
it's
3 Garbs
everything.
and Rift,
Every
but
single summoner spell
didn't
is
do anything.
ready. Ghost swapped in for Carrier's Rakan. Exhaust swapped in for Kyle's Braum as AL try to force T1 back from the bottom side river. 30 seconds to go until the Infernal Soul spawns for T1.
And Faker's recalling right now. That's got to be a death cap for him. He has teleport. As he said, all of these summoner spells are available. He has the cap just in
Decap
time.
and 2 pink wards.
Right,
Look
Faker's
at
got
the
some
inventory
head there,
of
but it's
T1.
AL with control over
Bro,
bot side
are you
river.
serious?
Owner and
There's
Gumayushi
6
wanting
pink
to
wards
step
in their
up a little
inventory.
bit here.
Well, 5
Even
now,
in
but
from
god
Torrent,
damn, bro.
He's going to be the one to try to face check. Carrier takes some damage from Shanks. Has to use the grand entrance to get himself back
AL has a
away.
nice position,
AL
but
with control over the river.
Faker.
Still 4 now. Flandra looking around in the blue buff area, but he won't find anything. Kyle down to half HP.
Flandra only has
from the
mercs, bro. He has
T1
upgraded
poke.
mercs,
That's
and he's
only
not
gonna
taking
get
any
scarier if
damage
T1
from a
secure this
3-item
objective.
Talia. Like,
Kyle
what is
using
that?
the unbreakable, blocks the piercing arrow.
Or he is
Rotating
taking
back
damage,
and
but he
forth
just has a
still
million
between both
HP.
sides. Keep your eyes on the engage, keep your eyes on Carrier. Flandra digging into the pit, putting that tunnel down.
As
making
long
sure
as
he has some
Carrier
extra
doesn't
mobility
get
for the upcoming fight.
one-shotted
As
here by
T1 moves that
Tarzan, they're looking at the
forward,
flank. They're
Doran gonna
defending the
crush
flank,
tunnel.
right?
Kyle, half HP still, gonna use redemption.
They're taking a
early
lot
here
of
for
poke.
AL just to make sure the health bar
Dog,
stays
this is
topped
crazy.
off.
Oh, Flandra got
off to the
caught.
side. Seismic shove on
He's
the
caught,
AL
he's caught, he's
top
caught.
laner. Chains
He's
into
dead,
the
he's
front,
dead.
somebody down. T1 have found
Carrier,
the pit.
bro. Now you just
Flames
send the
put
Pantheon all
attack, tries
backside.
to hold the
Yep.
line, but in
Jumps
the
on the
middle of
Ezreal. Who's gonna help Ezreal? Nobody's helping Ezreal.
Tarzan's being
Oh,
killed.
Orner, chill, chill, chill. Go back to drag. Go back to drag.
Is being crushed.
Go back to drag,
As
bro.
Shanks
Let's
tries
go.
to fight back in a
So like I was
1v4,
saying, right?
but
They
he'll
lose
get
this team
nothing
fight.
but an epitaph as T1
They lose this team fight. Now they lost Soul
T1
and
go
Baron.
fishing, and
Now
they
how the fuck are they
find
gonna win this game, bro?
Flandra. They pick him up and they decimate
How are they
AL
gonna
in
win
the
this
team
game?
fight.
Hope is trying desperately to hold on, but T1 are chasing.
Hope is
Baker's
dead, bro.
riding the wall in. Hope's gonna be the last to die. A delayed ace for T1, and the delay makes it even better because now, even when AL respawns, they are not gonna have everyone all at once.
AL's
They
just
will
getting
not be
cucked,
full
bro.
strength.
They
T1
want to
will
engage
take the
fights,
soul. They're gonna take
but
the
someone's
whole
always
team.
dead first.
They're gonna take the top lane turret.
This
They're gonna
Kiana
take
pick, like
Baron, and
there was
they're gonna
one
take a
ulti
hell
where
of a
Kiana
hold
was
of this
like,
game.
holy
And
shit.
all of it is because Carrier
It was a
did such
3-man
a good
ulti in the
job of matching
top side
Tarzan.
jungle.
The Tarzan tried to move, and they sent Flandre into his death. As
Look, like
T1
Tarzan
find the pick
didn't
they
do anything
need,
with Salt.
and
he ulted the tank. Right here, if he had ulti right here, boom. Tosses Faker, Carrier, Owner all into the wall. And counters the engage.
Oh, Carrier is back, baby. He camped on that control ward. He starts out out the play onto Flandra, setting up the seismic shove.
He's like,
and
what the
then
hell,
he
bro? What
continues
was the
to
support
play,
doing
as
there,
you
bro?
say, jumping over the wall, finding the rest of the members. Karya Rakan finding multiple big engagements.
Damn, man, that's something like.
And it feels
Well, I
like
guess in
this is
solo
now
queue,
T1's
you
in
rarely
the
get
entirety,
a top
and he had to
laner
push
who's
in
looking
these
to flank
waves.
you
A
at an
poke that was
objective. The top laner's
already
never there,
so
bro.
difficult to
Let's
have
be
on the
honest.
dragon, now only
The top
amplified
laner never
thanks to
comes
the
to
soul.
objectives.
And T1, they're going to start to move down here. They will spot out Hope. But
Oh,
do
they're
they
trying to
know
look
AL are in the bush?
little cheese here, but
AL
Karya's
trying
too
to set
smart,
some
man.
kind of a trap. They know a fair fight doesn't favor them any longer. Kyle gonna be trapped on the wrong side of the
Oh,
Weaver's wall. Seismic
the
shot
Varus
connects onto
ulti.
Shanks, who immediately
They're
goes
fried, bro.
all
The
in.
Varus
But
ulti.
it's gonna be a 2-for-1 deal. Supreme displays
Nice
down,
key on
and
ult.
Blaze takes Karya out in
Oh, the
process.
snipe.
But T1 have still won the fight. They're
It's
gonna
just
keep
over.
pushing
Like,
forward.
what are you
They've got the
supposed to
Baron,
do?
they've got the soul,
Infernal
they've got
Soul
the enemy
Baron.
T1 turret down.
What are you
They've got
supposed to
Honor
do?
diving into the back line. But the escape is there for the rest of AL. Flandra trying to distract, get something else back over in the mid lane here at the same time, try to get an objective bounty because AL know they are not fighting back in the bottom lane. T1.
Look at the gold lead now.
Guma
6K.
uses chains of corruptions, locking down Shanks, making
Ah,
sure that
Dord.
neither him or KL could get out of there. T1, they are in the heads of anyone's legend.
I mean, it's T1 at Worlds versus the LPL. And T1 down here, after they've already gotten so many big objectives, Flowers, you were just talking about how much they won off
Varus
the previous
ulti
fight.
stops
They
the
get
teleport
right back to
away.
it. Seismic shove here gets Shanks, and they immediately get his Zonias. The response from Tarzan to try
Killing
and
that
get
Braum
something
that
back
before
for
you got
AL,
his ulti
you know,
off
does
was
get them a
huge.
tiny
That
bit,
ulti would have
but
been so
T1
annoying.
are not stopping.
Ooh, Flandra, he's got to try to get out of there. Rek'Sai, luckily very slippery, takes the blast cone, gets knocked back to safety, but T1 are not slowing down anytime soon. Still about 45 seconds left on that Red Bull Baron power play as they continue to take more and more of the map from anyone's legend.
And that's the biggest issue. We've already seen how quickly T1 can collapse, how quickly T1 can
Every
find
time I
those
see a
picks, and never
Rek'Sai
the-
picked,
the map
I
is
swear it
dark.
just feels like a
And
cheese
T1
pick. Like, it's
continue
not
to
even.
push in this top
I
side.
haven't seen
AL
a
are
champion
attempting
like
to
get a
here,
lead and
but this
pop
turret's
off and do
gone.
crazy shit.
Nothing
And be the reason
left
why
on
the team
tier
wins.
2 top. Another
It's just
one
like this cheese
falls,
pick
and
that
T1's
it's like a
gold lead
safe
climbs
cheese pick.
back
That's
over
all it is.
6,000
You play a top
as
lane,
the
you have
Baron
insane healing, you're
still
super
20
safe, you
seconds
can't
left on
die.
this one. Another wave about to come towards the tier
But you don't
3.
really have any
It looks
impact.
like this is going to be the last wave that T1 get to push with. We'll see if they want to try to make the full break of the base. Here's your Weaver's Wall. T1 going to summon the Redemption immediately just to make sure they can power through this. Realm Warp from Shanks just to make sure he's not caught on the wrong side of the Talia ulti. And that's T1 using every second of the Baron to grab
Look
the
at this
first inhibitor
TP.
of the game.
Getting the TP here from KL and Tarzan.
Just to get
Looks like
wards
they're
on the
gonna
bot
try and
side.
make some sort of sneaky play as T1 are coming back out of the map and try and find something in this, because we're 2 minutes out from Elder Dragon. That is going to be the death warrant of AL signed.
How powerful
Imagine
is
AL
T1
gets to
Aura
Elder,
at
bro, and just win the
Worlds?
game.
They're strong, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, strongest thing I've ever seen.
The
They
plot
s-
armor is crazy, man.
They said it themselves last year, come in as the 4th seed, and they left holding the trophy. This tournament, they came in not looking super strong, and yet, coming out in this game, they win that one fight at the Dragon. They win it very heavily, but they get so many rewards. The Dragon Soul plus the Baron, and they immediately just take over the entire map.
The
It's
GA
not
on
even this
Pantheon.
tournament, right? Like, you look down the roster of AL, it's Hope in 2022, lost against T1 on JDG in quarterfinals.
I swear this is the build
It
for
was,
every
Tarzan
Bruiser
who lost
jungler.
against them in semifinals.
Thunder Sky,
And then
Black
you have
Cleaver,
Flandre.
GA.
The
That is literally
year
it. Your
he
full
won
build.
Worlds, still lost to T1 0-2 in groups. It just feels like it is so difficult for LPL teams to match up against T1.
They have looked a lot better at MSI, but this ain't MSI. All right, T1, let's see if they can finish the job here. Flowers, again, this is a full best of 5 as
Yes.
well. We are going the distance today. T1 here in game number 1 have jumped out to a very sizable lead for themselves. Now all that's left is to push in for one split push. Since they already have the top inhibitor down, they can just do mid and bottom. Currently, though, they're actually split a little bit more, with Faker going back using his, I assume, extra teleport being at the ready here. He'll just answer the wave that Flandra is pushing and then join at the next cause.
There is some vision in behind T1 though. And maybe
Yeah, he gets
that's
that.
what AL are
Wow,
looking
bro.
for. You can
He
see
does
they're
so
bringing
much
that
damage
ward
with
that's
that
just over by
passive.
the T1 blue brush, and that may be what they're trying to get Flandre onto as Faker gonna
I
launch
want to
that push
see
the
how
top
many
side, but
stacks
they
the
need to
top
go
laners
very
have
quickly if they wanna
in
make
their
this fight
grasp.
work.
Exactly. Elder spawning in 5 seconds. This objective, for how powerful the buff is, dies very quick.
And the money
See, this is annoying because they took top inhib, so top's just passively gonna push in, and they could just dance around this elder for so long, and someone has to answer the super minions.
A completely different weapon. You can just ult right into the back line. You can go for flash.
I low-key feel like super minions should get a buff, because getting enemy team's inhib should be way more pressure on the map, way more stressful, you know? Because it's such a hard thing to get. So you should get rewarded way more. Like, you should make them tankier and do more damage to structures. Because you can get an inhib and the game's just not over, and I feel like the game should be over. It should be like, oh, we need to set at least 2 people to kill super minions. So look at top lane pushing. They should have, honestly, they're going a little bit sooner on the Elder. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should just back off, let it reset. Now look at top lane. Top lane is just pushing in. There's a big wave there of supers. So AL's forced to just start this. They're like, oh, we got to do this, or we're just going to lose our base to super minions. And now they're forced to take a bad fight. Yeah, GG. T1 wins. Penta? Penta? Oh, no. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're just forced. They gotta do it. They gotta just start it, fight it. They gotta just do something. But they're behind, so it's like GG. T1 takes game 1, boys. Damn. Good little camera view too. T1 or could get T1 Carrier. I think Carrier was a carry again. Bro, he's just too good. He's just too good. He's always exactly where he's supposed to be, and he just goes in when he's supposed to go in. Like, what more can you ask about your support?